The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday, June 6, 2023. It is 5:34. I've given up on getting a raise this week. I need my friend Sean here to move the songs around so we're on time. He is on holidays in Ontario, but I have to say, this morning, when I finally stepped outside and there was no smoke and there was no clouds, and I thought, I might actually see a sunrise this morning. Man, best day ever. Got to work, golden hour happening. The sky is clear. It's a beautiful thing. Take it all in, look up, and bask in it. Hello, and welcome to a new day. Have you ever noticed that people do garage sales differently here? Think about it. When do you picture going garage sailing? Saturday morning, starting bright and early, being home around 11 and ready for the next thing on the docket? Not here. I mean, there are sales on Saturday, but there are also sales on Thursday afternoons and Friday evenings, and sometimes random Tuesday mornings. If you ever needed more proof you lived in a shift work town, just look to the garage sales. Did you get all the alerts last night for a severe thunderstorm on the way with nickel-sized hail expected? I was getting them from the Alertable app, and they were coming in every half hour as the sky got darker and darker. And there were warnings of injuries of going out in it. And then I just kept picturing my pretty red beast of a truck with hail damage, and I couldn't stand by letting it just sit outside all alone with nothing to protect it. So I started brainstorming where I might find my truck some shelter. Under a tree, but then what if one of the branches broke off and landed on it? How about underground parking? The only parking I know I'm allowed to park in is in Stone Creek, and I live in Gregoire, so that's not going to help. Old mattress pads and blankets it is. I tucked my truck in last night very, very tightly. He looked like he was ready for a nap. And then I waited. The rain came, and since I tucked the blankets into the doors to make sure they didn't blow off, they served as a funnel for all the water to go inside my truck. Oops. The hail warning? Well, that was canceled after 5 hours. So to all the folks who messaged asking if I had found a new life hack for protecting cars from hail, I think the hack is to be prepared, and then it probably won't come. Apple is taking us back to old school voicemail, like think tape recorder and speaker. They had their developer conference over the weekend. Here's a clip.
Sometimes when a call comes in from an unknown number, it's hard to know whether it's one you want to pick up. Now, when someone calls you and leaves a message, you'll see a live transcription in real time as they speak. If it's something you want to address right away, pick up the call and talk to them right then and there. This is great for calls from friends and family, too. Imagine you get a phone call while in a meeting and want to know whether it's something urgent or if it can wait until the meeting is wrapped. You'll see the voicemail right on your screen, so you can decide whether to step out and take the call.
I don't know who brings phones to meetings. Aren't you supposed to be paying attention to the meeting? Like, who's going to be looking down at their phone and being like, sorry, I'm just getting a transcribed audio message right now instead of just getting a text that I can quickly read. They're talking really slow. Sorry about this. I just got to see if I need to pick it up or not. I can also picture that a lot of people are going to be calling and saying, Mom, pick up. It's me. Pick up. Hey, Mom, if you're there, pick up. It's interesting, too, because I feel like we're already screening calls a ton, and this is just going to add to the, are you worthy of having a voice conversation, or am I just going to leave you in my voicemail that says, hang up and text me? Have you heard about all the Netflix shows that are looking for reality cast members? There's fun ones that I love to watch, like The Circle, Queer Eye, The Mole, and then there's ones where you really need some skill, like Is It Cake? You'd have to seriously be an artist in the kitchen, or Dance 100, where you need to be an expert dancer. And then there's the curious ones like Squid Game The Challenge. Now, I thought the premise of that show was that you played games to have your debt forgiven. People watched like you were in the Coliseum, and if you lost, you died. Obviously, they're not going to kill off contestants that they're working to make Instagram stars, but that's a no for me. And then there's Nailed It. I don't know how you even apply to be on a show to be terrible at something. How do you prove you're not just acting? Or is that what all reality TV is anyway? Law and Order. You like it? It's one of those shows that you can kind of drop in on at any time, and there's 62 seasons across 7 different iterations and see the same characters wrap everything into a nice bow in an hour. And I'll never complain about another spinoff of it. I probably won't waver from Carisi and Benson being my favorite characters and SVU being the best spinoff, but I'll watch whatever comes on TV. However, this new one they've got in the works, I'm not so sure I'm going to tune in. Law and Order Criminal Intent Toronto. Now, there's the fun side of things, like looking where in Toronto they filmed the scenes and have I been there before, and my apartment was just over there. And then there's the nightmares and the way too close to home part of it. I don't want to go to places I love in Toronto and instead picture the gruesome story Law and Order told about it. I think I might have to change the channel. I mean, I've got a year to decide. It's not set to release until next spring. But I do have to say, I think a lot of Canadians are suddenly going to be very well versed in Canada's criminal code. You know, we get so many criminal shows about the U.S., and we think their laws are ours, but they're not. So that could be an education in itself. Apple hosted their developer conference over the weekend, and I'm always amazed they're still finding new things to release. I mean, don't we already have the most cutting-edge technology right in our pockets? Yes, we do. So let's put it on our faces instead. They've come out with something called the Apple Vision Pro, which is a headset that you can control your own sound on, do all your work on while you're in this kind of interactive computer screen. Here's how they explained it.
It's hard to believe all the capabilities Vision Pro delivers are possible in a standalone spatial computer portable enough to use anywhere. It lets you replace a desk full of monitors with infinite screen real estate, so you can be more productive than ever. It delivers stunning entertainment and personalized spatial audio. It provides powerful new ways to collaborate and stay connected. And for capturing and reliving memories, Vision Pro is simply in a class of its own.
I'm not going to lie, it just kind of seems like another way to check out from life. And while the price point is $3,500 and not coming out until next year, mark my words, in 10 years, we'll all be walking around like LeVar Burton in Star Trek.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.